What is the firefighter's rule under assumption of risk? Imagine rushing into a burning building to save someone, knowing the dangers you face are part of the job. That's the core idea behind the firefighter's rule. This rule is a legal principle that limits the ability of firefighters and other emergency responders to sue for injuries they sustain while doing their duties. It is based on the assumption of risk, which means that when someone chooses to take part in an activity, they accept the dangers involved. Firefighters knowingly accept these risks when they respond to emergencies, like fires or hazardous spills. In personal injury law, assumption of risk means that a person understands and accepts the dangers of a situation. The firefighter's rule applies this idea specifically to those in emergency services. If a firefighter gets hurt because of hazards they face during their work, they are generally barred from suing the party responsible for the danger. For example, if a firefighter is injured by a collapsing wall while fighting a fire caused by a negligent property owner, the rule usually prevents the firefighter from suing that owner. This rule limits the duty of care owed to firefighters by property owners or others whose negligence created the emergency. It does not mean that firefighters cannot sue at all. It only applies to injuries caused by risks that are part of their job. If a firefighter is hurt by something outside the normal hazards, like a grossly negligent act or intentional harm, the rule might not apply. Many courts have expanded the firefighter's rule to include other emergency responders like police officers and paramedics. It also covers various emergency situations beyond fires, such as chemical spills or accidents. The goal is to recognize that emergency responders accept the risks they face when they step into dangerous situations. In simple terms, the firefighter's rule under assumption of risk says that firefighters cannot claim damages for injuries caused by the dangers they are trained and expected to face. It balances protecting public safety workers with the rights of those whose negligence creates dangerous situations. This rule helps clarify when a defendant owes no duty of care to emergency responders injured during their work.